You live. What's up, Brenda?
Brenda.
You any flying today?
Yeah, he did with ship this morning, but
What's up, Brenda?
the ships are getting kind of far and few between this time of year.
Oh yeah, because they're about to do the shutdowns on the locks, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, here pretty soon. Yeah, it's getting close to winter. Yeah.
Good evening.
What's up?
Did you get my message, Justin? I found the um stream where Tim hurt himself in. You were
Yeah,
talking about,
actually said like something about you finding that this morning on Paul.
yeah.
Because that's why I said it's really hard on like Matt's channel because he never like really titles any of the lives if something crazy happens.
At Christmas, so that's why I looked around. You know, I think it was Christmas Eve. And I remember thinking it was not last year, the year before, and it had to be near Christmas. So I narrowed it down to mid to late December. So I ended up watching 3 streams. And that's it. That's where I found it.
Yeah, I couldn't even remember what. Because I even said that I was like, if I knew what time of the year it was or had a date, I would remember. But
I just remembered it's Christmas. So that's why I thought, okay, let's have a look at those. It was only what, 2 or 3 streams that I had to look through because I remember it distinctly being either the week before Christmas or a couple of days before it. So that's why I thought, oh, I'll just have a look. I had a bit of spare time yesterday and went, bang, I found it.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You guys don't celebrate Thanksgiving, right?
No, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving. No.
now that's mainly U.S.
Yeah.
and I think Canada does too.
Canada does
They
Thanksgiving.
just do it, I think, a different time.
They do it a month earlier, I reckon.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
The Canadian people I know.
But I don't know if they're as big into it as the U.S. Like, it's a big celebration over here.
Yeah.
I don't ever hear about Canadian Thanksgiving.
Well,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving it was designed as a celebration of the end of the year of growing crops and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I know about Thanksgiving, but we don't do it. Hey, Joe.
Humbug.
Yeah.
Don't bah
That's how I'm
humbug
starting to feel
Thanksgiving.
about it.
Hey, Joe.
Delicious food.
What did Joe say, Joe?
Bah humbug.
I'm not talking about Christmas. Talking about Thanksgiving. Don't bah humbug.
Well, either way,
all
I'm
that food.
starting to think the same about both.
As much as
I
you
go
love
over to
food,
my
I
daughter's.
don't see that.
I got to deal with the in-laws, basically. Not my in-laws. I can deal with them, but David's parents come over and they're a bunch of idiots. They're close talkers. They come up on you like this. You got to back away a little bit. And they get right next to you, talk to you again, and I don't want them close to them. You know.
You
So-
could probably get a free dinner out of that. Just tell them, take me to dinner first, and then we'll talk.
No, you ought to see them.
Not even for a free dinner. Crikey, they must be
The
bad.
mom hot at least.
No,
Yeah.
like please get out of my face.
I don't think I've ever met anybody that's like been like that, where they've actually had to be all up in my face talking.
Oh, they're out there.
Cleo went to the vet. She
I
got
can't
a
think.
good bill of health.
Yeah, good.
Vet looked at me, Dr. Oh man, they got a tech over there. Ooh, I need to work there. I go to work PetSmart just to see her. But Dr. Murphy comes in and she goes, she's perfectly fine except for her weight. I said, well, you know the story. She stands in the freaking hallway and won't let them go by unless they go get her food and put it on the floor for her. I said, what I'm gonna do though, I said, I might have her little ass though. I said, I'm going to buy some red cabbage because they love red cabbage, and I'm gonna slice it up, and that's the only treats they're gonna get.
Hold on, the dogs eat red cabbage?
My dogs love red cabbage. They'll fight each other for it. If I throw it on the ground, they'll knock each other on the way for it.
Really?
How the hell
I
did you
never
figure
heard
that
about
out? And
dogs
is
eating
red
many vegetables.
and is cabbage
Well, I was
okay
making a
for it?
salad. Yeah, I was making a salad that had red cabbage in it. So I threw a piece on it. I threw a piece and they hit it. Boy, all of them were for it. And I was telling that to the vet. She goes, "Yeah, it's perfect. That's good for them, and it's not the calories, you know." She goes, "You can get them to eat." I said, "The lettuce, they'll eat lettuce, but it's got to be near the stem of lettuce. It's got to be the thick piece. If I give them just a piece of green lettuce, they'll spit it out. But if it's that thick piece, the way they could chew it, they'll fight for it." So I said, "I need to get me some." She said, "Celery too, like that."
What about carrots?
They don't. Cleo likes carrots. Tino will spit them out. Loki smells them and walks away.
Okay.
But I told her, I said, I'm gonna buy a red cabbage and I'm gonna slice them up and I'm gonna vacuum seal them and make them little packages. That way they don't go bad. And then I'll make a bunch of little packages like this is what you get today. This is what you get tomorrow, you know. She said if you do that for about a month, she'll probably lose 2 pounds
Really?
if you can stick to it.
It's good. It's good for their metabolism.
Yeah, she said it's perfect for them. Give her that, you know. She goes, I know. She says, I already know you. She says, how many times have you listened to that murmur? I said, about once a week. She goes, yeah, you check it. It hasn't changed. I said, I know. I said, she runs back and forth. She says, the EMS that you have in you, you watch every little move. When she acts funny, you know, I know something's wrong. So I go look. But that's the medical side of me. I watch and I see when they act a little different. What's wrong with you? Let me see. And a lot of times is she'll eat something that got hair in it or something, and she'll go to the bathroom and they got one little piece that ain't in the right place, and it's like she's sitting there and the hair's bothering her or something, you know, like she didn't go all the way. So I say, okay, what's wrong with you? Turn around, let me see that ass, like that, and I'll pick up a tail and I'll say, okay. I'll go get a paper towel and clean her up, and then she's fine. But I feel like that other kids I've had, you know. But hey, and then I came home with her, right? She doesn't like the car. Remember I told you that. So I had to pick her up and put her in the car. Coming out the vet, now she hyperventilates the whole time in there. Like that, panting. I take her outside. She starts calming down, coming out. Got to the car, opened the thing. She jumped her ass in. Never jumped in the car before in her life. Jumped her ass in, said, "Take me home. Get me out of here." So I brought her home, brought her upstairs. She walked around, got her upstairs, picked her up, put her behind the gate, closed it, went out and flew my drones. Got them all mad. So I had time to bring her to the vet and go fly drones today. And go to the grocery.
Wow.
I was busy. I flew that little trash drone in Neo.
Trash drone. You like that,
A little
Neil.
trash.
The trash can.
Well, I went over by I was going out by the lakefront. There's too many people the other day. I was going to fly to Nevada and do Easy Acro, but there was really, and usually the people don't bother me. There were people everywhere, dogs everywhere, because it's a real nice day. I said, well, I don't even want to look at the girls walking around with the dogs, you know? So I came back and I stopped by the police station. They got a little park. That place got more cars than I've ever seen, people in it. So I went over by the front, by City Hall, nobody there. And I flew to Nevada around all the trees and all the stuff in City Hall through the gazebos and stuff. And then I said, well, I'm going to see, because it's a lot of shadows. So let me put the little trash drone at Neo up there. and I loaded it up and went through there. First thing, when it does not respond the same. I'm telling you. The Avata 2, when you flying it and you move that stick or that motion control, that thing's moving. It's gonna go right with you. When you move the sticks with the Neo, the little trash drone, it takes a second for it to respond. I almost hit a pole right off the bat. And then I had to jerk away from a couple of trees because it wouldn't respond. Now, it was also shady. But it took 4 minutes to get 10 satellites.
Wow.
4 minutes. And as soon as it got 10 satellites, it got 16. When it's 10, 16. So why? But I flew it around, and I flew it about 3 minutes and never had an issue with losing the control of it. But it was just, it's not responsive enough. It's gotta be a software issue. So hopefully they're working on a thing and they're gonna fix that. Because I'll tell you what, it would be a great little drone if it wasn't a trash drone. And who was it? Steve Genesis, I think it was.
Mhm.
He said, but you got to understand it's only a $200 drone. It's not like everything else. I said, I'd go get a $29 Potentic drone that flies better. Like that. And I said, I won't lose control. And he came back and said, well, I see your point now.
Yeah, but the camera's not as good on the Potensic.
Yeah, but if you
Don't
want to
matter.
make an argument, the Tello is almost 6 or 7 years old, and that thing flies better
Yeah.
at this
Mm.
point.
I haven't had one. I almost wish I had one.
The camera doesn't have anything to do with it because that has nothing to do with the flight characteristics of the drone.
No, but the camera's
that-
big on Joe's.
Well,
Well,
you're
I know,
looking
but
at
I'm saying,
the pictures.
why is
But-
a 7-year-old drone not having half the problems, but then this new drone, it's like all these like lighting issues and sensor issues, and yeah, it's just
They had
crazy.
They had somebody the other day said it was on one of the streams, said he was flying his Neo and a hawk came down, grabbed it and took off.
Eh.
He said he lost it, it's gone.
Really?
He said he had the goggle. I think he said he had the goggles on, so he had the inside footage as he saw the talons grab it, and all of a sudden it's gone.
Hi, Mark.
What's up, Mark?
Hi, Paul, Joe, Dominic,
Mark?
Justin.
Shoot, that ought to be good for 1,000 views, right?
Brenda.
Oh, yeah.
It's only $49 for the flyaway, so send it to DJI, show them what happened. Maybe they'll give them a new one.
Yeah.
Since pretty soon nobody's gonna buy them because they're trash.
Yep. But you'd have to work out how many views you would need for that $49 in terms of it, you know, if a large bird came and stole it. If you got a few 100,000 views, I'd think about it.
Yes.
What'd you get there, Joe?
Unboxing.
A new watch band and a new cover because mine's trash right now.
Hey.
Like that trash drone of yours.
No, it's that this cover for the watch. I took it off once and it had a sticky back to it. Now it gets water under it and everything.
What is that for your
And
Apple
the
Watch?
band, yeah, the Apple Watch, and then I broke the cover on it the other day. It's one of these snap-ons,
Oh,
and
okay.
then
Okay. Little
what you
bumper.
call it? The band is a leather band. I like the leather band, but it takes you like 5 minutes in the morning to get it to not pop open before you get it to hook up. So I had enough of it. So I bought a different one. I put an old magnetic one on.
I haven't worn a watch on my wrist since the 80s.
Sure.
No,
I
because what do you need what do you need a watch for when you've got time right whenever you want it on your cell phone?
Well, I like the Apple Watch because everything goes to my cell
Exactly,
phone
Brenda.
goes on my Apple Watch.
Brenda.
So when I feel it buzz, I look down and see what it is. Whether I need to answer something, or if it's a message I need to answer. It's like having a pager on your wrist.
Trash. Brenda said trash is the word of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And today's word is trash.
Yeah, that, never mind. I got the disclaimer. That girl at the PetSmart, man, she could trash me.
Joe's been falling in lust lately.
No, just looking. It's like John Travolta said in Phenomenon. You trying to get lucky? No, just hoping. No, he said it's just hoping or something like that. Here's a thicker watch band was on sale too.
Now, when is your power bank supposed to show up?
I think it shipped. It says I have an order that shipped, but I haven't seen what it was yet. Haven't looked.
Couldn't
It'll
hear
be-
what you said. What?
It'll be a
Me?
live unboxing with Joe.
No. I don't have
I don't
enough
think I
room to
said
do
anything. I said trash a second ago, but I yelled that, so
it.
I don't think I said anything else.
They bought me a thicker band.
Okay.
Got the American flag on it.
Yeah.
You made sure you got the right size, right?
Oh yeah, this one, it was bigger than I needed. Yeah, it's like, I measured my wrist and I got like about an inch, 2 inches more, but it's in that gap right in the middle. Because the one I wanted, I didn't take the chance on getting it because it was right at borderline of what they said my wrist size was. And it was $7 more than this one because it was leather,
So,
but it had magnetic. But this one I like it better because it's a Velcro, and as long if it lasts for 2 years, I'll be good.
Mm.
'Cause I'm only gonna unvelcro it once a day.
I'll never take my watch off unless I had to charge it.
You
Yeah,
sleep
that's
on
it.
Sleep with it.
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm rocking a G-Shock, so I leave it on all the time. I take it off every couple days to clean my wrist and wipe the band off and stuff with alcohol and stuff, but then I put it right back on.
Shower in it.
Huh?
You shower in it?
Yeah, it's waterproof.
Oh.
It's like waterproof to I don't even know how many meters. It's pretty deep though.
Yeah, there's a distance. There's a difference between waterproof and water resistant, though.
That's the one I got now, the straight black. It
Hold
goes
on.
on
Oh.
snap on.
Let's see if it says on the bottom.
See, the
Or
way they're making these now is that they have take the film off on the inside, and it's got a little sticky base to it.
Brenda
So when it
still
goes
hasn't-
on there, it sticks. That way
Bill
it
got-
seals it.
Brenda Sunstar has got her drone.
yep.
She still hasn't flown it yet.
Ah. Oh, let's go.
Just send it.
Yep, send it. Send first and ask questions later. You learn while flying.
So Brenda says that she's got a from DJI, December the 5th is when it's supposed to be here. Did she order a power station? Is that what she did?
Did she
Maybe.
order it from DJI or did she order it from Amazon?
I says mine from DJI, December the 5th.
Yeah, because that's what
Sure.
they're saying with mine. I've got something from Amazon. I'm thinking that's what it is.
Okay, so my watch is water resistant up to 20 bar, which is 200 meters.
Yeah.
Well, water resistant means you find splashing water on it. Waterproof
Flash proof.
means it will
Immerse it.
sustain submersion.
Well, I mean,
Two-
technically it is waterproof to a certain extent because it's not going by like just being dunked in water or having sit spread on. It's going by how much pressure it could take before it would like crush itself.
And I said 200 meters. That's a fair distance
Yeah.
underwater.
Yeah, and I'm not ever probably going that deep, so as far as I'm concerned, it's fucking waterproof.
Yeah.
I would say 5 to 10 meters would be my limit.
Because I mean, generally I mean, really anything is not waterproof if it goes to a certain depth. It's going to get, seals and pressure and all that.
Yep.
So I mean, nothing I guess is truly waterproof at that point.
Hmm.
Like, because
Yeah,
have you
that's
ever
nice.
seen the videos from the submarines when they put the string across it and it's all tight, and then they start going down and the pressure starts building and the string starts slacking? Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
crazy.
Who needs a new model watch? Just get a new band that looks better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out nice.
I got
Nice.
this
Got a
watch for my birthday.
thicker band, with the American flag Velcro on it.
Hey.
I got my watch for my birthday.
Oh, good.
I've always wanted a G-Shock. I was gonna get a new smartwatch, but I always wanted a G-Shock, so I got that instead. It
The
technically has
band,
some smart features, but
the
not-
band and two faces cost me like $14.
Nice.
like it does connect to my phone and everything, and it does alert me when I have a notification or something. But
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and it auto syncs to my phone, so like if the time changes, it will automatically change itself,
Oh, great.
which is nice.
That- Oh, I always like that.
And then it does like distance and calories and walking and all that shit too.
Yeah, I got the same thing.
Hey, do you know because you've got 3 time zones in the States, if you cross from one time zone to another, does your phone automatically change?
Yes.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
And my watch would change with it too, because it will match. It matches my phone. It goes by whatever my phone tells it to do.
Yeah, I'd have that if I went up to Queensland at the moment, it would drop back an hour. If I went to South Australia, it'd drop half. And if I went to Perth, it would drop to that time zone because I've been to Perth before and it dropped back 3 hours.
Yeah, I've done that before. I've been in different time zones with my cell phone and actually sat and watched it change as you were crossing it.
Mm.
But I
Yeah.
guess Mark wouldn't know that because he's only ever been in one time zone.
Well,
Nice.
don't forget, I've been to the Seychelles, I've been to the Philippines.
Yeah, but when's the last time you traveled? How many years ago?
Well, it was only 5 years ago I went to the Philippines.
You didn't pay attention to your phone when you were going?
Oh yeah, it worked then.
Oh, okay. I thought you
was
had just
just-
like
I
never
was just
seen it, so you weren't sure.
No, I was just wondering because it's all within America.
Yeah. It's all
Oh yeah, it definitely recognizes it.
Right.
it does the same in Australia.
And I want to say your phone actually tells you you're going to cross into another time zone, if I remember correctly. I think it actually kind of like lets you know, hey, you're going into a different zone.
Yeah, I was a little pop up. So I went
Yeah.
back because to get to Perth, I've got to go through Adelaide, the central time zone. I go from central to west, and it did twice.
Now, when cell phones, I remember back in the early 2000s and even mid 2000s, they didn't always update on their own. Sometimes you'd have to turn them off and turn them back on, and then it would update like if the time changed or something. They didn't always just automatically change. Because I remember back then you actually had to set that feature in the phone to do auto updates for time changes and shit like that, like daylight savings time and stuff.
A
Yeah,
lot
If
of
you didn't,
them do it like when you go to any other country in Europe or like the Philippines or the Seychelles, it automatically switches over to their main telecoms carrier.
no, I haven't been international yet. So
I've never had a cell phone international, so I
yeah,
know you can get those dual SIM phones and shit. Like my phone technically is dual SIM. It has the SIM card port and then it has two eSIMs numbers that you can use too.
Right.
They're electronic. So technically, I guess it has three SIMs available to use.
Mm.
So I don't know if you can use all three together or if you have to use, you can only do two, but I actually had to use the eSIM
Ooh,
when I set up my card, my phone with the slash carrier I went with because for
yeah.
some
oh,
reason
hell
the
no.
regular SIM number on the SIM card I had wasn't working for them, so they just had me give them the virtual or the electronic SIM.
Okay, I gotta go buy this. Bailey's Irish Cream Oreos.
Yes,
Is that real? Because it looks like an AI photo.
looks like
No,
I rated.
I'm hoping it's real. Probably AI.
The reason why I say that because look at the writing down at the bottom where it
This
says
right
100
here.
calories.
Well,
I don't know if
that's
that's a
not real.
different language
That's
or if
fake.
it just fucked it up. Oh, hold on, let's look it up and see. If not, dude, you should send that picture to Oreos and say, "Hey, this is a good idea."
Yeah, get your together.
Yeah, I think it's fake.
Uh, tell them get their shit together.
They have a Bailey's Oreo milkshake.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Somebody has made a milkshake recipe for it. There's a whole bunch of recipes for milkshakes.
Well, that wouldn't be too hard to make. You crush it up.
I don't see nothing about actual Bailey's Oreos, but you can make yourself a nice shake, Joe.
Yeah, you just crush the Oreos up, make the milkshake, put some Baileys in. Good to
And they got
go.
all the other kind, but they don't have. They got a cream chip, a chip cream like that, but they don't have.
They
Uh,
need to start getting a little bit more adventurous.
Well, McDonald's do an Oreo flurry.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And all you do is get that and then tip some Baileys in.
Well, if that was true, I'd go buy me about 10 of them.
Oh, Joe, look at this one here, bro. Look at that Bailey's Oreo milkshake.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Would you drink that?
I probably would.
I'm not a huge Bailey's fan, but I'm not gonna lie, that looks fucking delicious.
I like the Baileys. I don't like Oreos, but I'd eat the Oreo Baileys.
You don't like Oreos?
I really don't.
See, here's the proper way how to eat Oreo. You take the Oreo, you put a fork between the two sides of the Oreo in the middle and the
You dip it in
cream,
milk.
and then you dip it in milk.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I said that one time, people about lost their fucking minds, thought I was nuts.
Yeah,
I said, try it. I said, you don't get your fingers in the milk. I said, it keeps it together, helps keep it from falling apart.
Here you go,
Okay.
Dominic. Duck season open today, right?
hey,
So down at Delacroix Island, a friend of mine went down there,
What's
got
up,
a
Jody?
couple of ducks and got a whole thing of fish.
yes. Yeah, just don't talk about duck season over here. You got all these animal activists that get all their panties in a knot.
Don't get over it.
Mm.
I don't have a problem with it, but at the same time, if you're gonna kill it, you gotta eat it.
Oh yeah, because all of these guys are going out right now because of Thanksgiving. They're going to kill
Yeah.
a bunch of ducks for Thanksgiving.
Yep. As I
Yeah.
said, if you are going to kill something, you have to eat it. That's what I'll That's what I'll say, because there are going to be people out there. Too many people get outraged by the simplest of things these days, so I'm just going to keep it simple.
Well, Hannibal Lecter worked on that premise as well, didn't he?
Definitely,
Yeah.
yes.
Yep. So they keep
Justin,
telling
do
me, you want a duck, come with us, just get a hunting license. I got a hunting license.
Matter of
Because
fact,
when I got my
Edward, yes.
lifetime license, I was grandfathered in the hunting license.
Edward, I have a special Snickers knife and fork. Yes. He said, "Do you eat your Snickers with a fork and knife?"
Yeah. But you got to buy a
J-
duck stamp. You got to get a duck stamp. I think it's like $5 for every duck you shoot.
See, Edward's just
Yeah.
not high class like me.
Yeah.
When we went up to Scotland playing golf at first time, like in the late 80s, we used to stay at this hotel and we used to get like fish and chips in a basket or chicken and chips in a basket or whatever. And the waitress had come and in a broad Scottish accent, she used to say, "Here's your knife and fork." Only she the other way around. She said, "Here's your fork and knife." Now, in a Scottish accent, that comes out as, "Here's your fucking knife."
Edward, no, because I never really watched Seinfeld, so I'm not.
So
I mean, I know some of like the iconic episodes, but I don't remember that.
yeah, it
That
just sounded like you were saying, "Here's your fucking knife."
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Is that a Seinfeld episode though? Somebody eating Snickers with a fork and knife?
Yes,
Okay,
it
yeah, I
is.
never saw. Yeah, I never watched Seinfeld, but like I said, I know some of like the iconic scenes from it.
Considering
So,
the fact you're a bit too young to be in that sort of group, it had to be more of the Gen X sort of person, because it did finish in about it started about what, 1991 or two, and you had to be in that mid-20s range that really understood the whole thing. And
I
I
mean, well,
don't seem to get behind it.
I remember Seinfeld very, very well because my
Oh,
mom and my stepdad used to watch it all the time, but
it
it
would.
didn't interest me. Let's see. No, yeah, 1989 to 1998.
1990, close enough. So yeah, yeah, because you're what, 5 years old? I wouldn't have thought it'd have that much effect on the younger people who were born in the mid to late 80s than it would people being born in the late 60s, most of the 70s, probably early 80s. But I would say late 70s. I would say probably late 70s, maybe 1980.
Like another show that was real popular back in the 90s that I honestly didn't care for was fucking Friends. I didn't really
Oh,
like Friends.
I'm ambivalent towards that. I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it. But it was something to watch because there wasn't much TV on back then. There was no YouTube. There was no streaming services. So all you had to do was watch what was basically given to you.
The best thing
And
you had was TiVo back then. You
mm,
could record shit and watch it later.
Anything was better than Home and Away and Neighbours.
yeah, yeah.
I remember when TiVo first came out, man. My dad bought it for like a couple of my uncles. He got it for himself. He got it for my mom and my stepdad. Like he bought it for everybody. Fucking everybody was using TiVo. I remember that. It was the
We didn't
coolest shit ever too.
get any services till about 1995, I reckon. And it was very limited. They
Like I
were
said,
very
my mom watched Seinfeld all the way up till I moved out when I was like in my late teens, but I just never really paid attention to it. Just kind of.
yeah.
Well, what was TiVo according to you?
It was a box where you could record live TV or a
Right, yeah.
movie or and replay it later, and you could fast forward through the commercials and everything.
Yeah, that's what it is here as well. But it's it's limited.
DVR. And,
It's limited to Virgin. Virgin have their satellite, their cable box as a TiVo box, but they're the
Yeah.
only ones that use that name.
We've got two cable boxes. We've got one which is Foxtel and another one called Fetch. And they're both by the same broadcaster. It's just as more of the streaming services added to it rather than the actual content. Because Fetch
Well-
has Netflix and the all others.
well, the newer version of TiVo now would be considered DVR, essentially, which people still use on their cable boxes.
Yep.
Yeah, mine's got a 500 gigabyte hard drive in it.
Actually, I think mine's got 1 terabyte, and the 1 terabyte is actually you can actually not disconnect it, but it's portable, so you can plug it in, and if they make any changes, they'll send you a new one, and then you add to it.
They won't do that here. They're rotten slow. You
Well,
can't. You
the
can't
way-
even download off the hard drive on your cable box onto a computer.
No, you can't do that here, but they do have removable. It's removable storage here,
Oh,
so they send you additional firmware, and they just keep changing the firmware as you go along.
Oh,
Oh,
the
dude, I
firmware.
had-
The firmware comes automatically over the internet.
Yeah.
dude, I had 2 DVR boxes from an old cable that we had like 15 or so years ago. And I hauled those cable boxes around with us probably for a good 7, 8 years because there was a bunch of movies on them.
Yeah.
And we could just plug it into the TV and watch what was still recorded on it. It didn't have a time limit, like the shit was stored on there forever.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
And
until
we,
you and you
yeah,
can't
so yeah.
you can't transfer stuff from one box to another over here.
No.
Once
Well, honestly, I never even
You have
tried
to
to like
send
take it apart, but
if you get a new updated box, you have to send the old one back. So then you lose all your recordings.
Yeah.
But that's why they've done it here, so that you've got the hardware and the storage. So if you need to send the box back, you take that off, add it, and you've still got your own storage.
Yeah,
But
that
you
makes
That's good. That's a good deal.
Yeah.
well, over here, all that shit's gonna go to the cloud because they're getting rid of cable boxes. And the cable companies are slowly going to applications now that you just do on a Roku.
About this big and probably, that. And now it's about that size.
yeah,
About-
mine
It's about a
Mine's-
10th size of the original one now.
about 8 inches by 4 or 5 inches by an inch thick.
Yeah.
Well, think about it. Now the cable company, they don't provide a box. Well, at least in our area, they're starting this and they're starting to spread. They don't provide a cable box anymore. They tell you you have full access to the application. Anybody that's logged into the Wi-Fi can automatically connect to that application and use it.
That's our next step.
So,
Because our box
so
probably
you
4
have
box.
clouds, right? You have cloud storage for everything, and they don't even provide any Roku or anything to you. So they just assume you'll have a smart TV, or they'll tell you go out and buy a Roku for like $40.
Yeah, I mean,
They
that's
don't
it.
even provide you the streaming stick.
They will
Because-
only
Dominic.
allow you to use 2 boxes, and only one of them is allowed to have a recorder on it.
Yeah.
I
But you
like
can
that picture.
record. I can record stuff onto the box that's got a hard drive
Who's
by
that?
telling the other box that hasn't to record it, and it will record it on the other box.
Yeah. They're at SSD now.
Whose picture is that, Joe?
And
Uh,
two's-
It's from this is a guy PJ Han, Hahn. He took it on the Cajun swamp tour. That's about 50 miles from it. And the
There's
guy
someone-
takes you out. He knows where all the eagles are, and he takes you out. And you go out there for about 2.5 hours. It costs like $50.
You know what's so crazy though is some of these cameras take such good pictures they almost look fake.
Yeah.
You know, they do. They really do.
But is
Like
it
that-
is it the fact that the tech now for AI is becoming so good it looks like a photo?
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
you
definitely
know-
going out there though next year. I'm gonna do it because I want to go shoot some eagle.
I
You
mean,
know-
so
Shoot some
far,
pictures of 'em.
I've been pretty good at spotting AI photos just by looking at them.
It's starting to get pretty hard now.
Oh,
You know,
yeah, it is.
You know, the police have been taking a statement from me about me garage getting broke into nearly 2 weeks ago.
Mm.
Yeah, they turned up today.
Well, you heard about the crap going on right now? And they've tied it into this gang from Venezuela.
Oh,
Patrick Mahomes and some other guy, when they were at the game, they found out where the house was, robbed the house. So
Huh.
they're finding out where the stars are in the games, and then they robbing the house. And they caught a pair of them at one of the guys at another house, and they're tied to this gang. They're
Mm.
researching
I'm
them
sorry.
online, finding out where they live.
I'm sorry, bro. If I live in a $30 million home, I'm not gonna not have armed security running around my property.
We can. But Ryan Giggs, a Manchester United player, he had the same thing.
Much as that.
Got broke into while they were playing a match.
That's what I'm.
Got like 30 security cameras around his house.
Yes, Brenda, that's the federal.
Yeah, Mark, but that's what I'm saying is like, you'll see these movie stars living in these like, I mean, ridiculously expensive homes, 30, 50, $100 million homes, but yeah, they have no security. It's like,
Mm.
bro, I couldn't live in a house like that and not have a couple of guys
Yeah.
running around in my yard with guns,
Yeah.
you know, making sure nobody's kind of coming.
I bet you Shaq's got security.
Shaq don't need security. Shaq will just curb stop him.
He is security.
Big
Yeah, I
bastard.
mean, ain't nobody messing with Shaq.
Dude's fucking feet are huge. You
I know.
He'll say,
Well,
he'll look at you and say, "You don't want to go there."
funny because
don't want to go there.
You don't
he
wanna go
was out here recently to do some promotion work for one of the betting companies. Yeah, and they took a photo with him with one of the biggest Australian footballers, and him, Jack, our footballer looked like a midget. I tell you. So it must be what, 7'5", or it must be at least 220 or so centimeters, because he made our player look
On.
tiny.
Huh?
Well, our player was like 6'8", and it looked like a toothpick.
Maybe he's. Yeah, it's not showing me whether it's shipped or not yet. It's still saying it's not shipped. It's saying arriving December 5th through the 10th.
Is it going through?
Did
If
they
it's going
give
through
you a-
customs, it's gonna be like,
did they
like
give you a tracking
January
number,
3rd.
Joe?
say it again?
Did they give you a tracking number?
No, I don't have a tracking. It doesn't ship yet. Didn't ship.
Oh, okay.
That place
But I
is
had, like I said, I had a notice though. It said something shipped. It said 2 orders in it. This is
I was
Look,
usually,
Edward
the
asked-
shipping confirmation.
I was usually give you a tracking number as soon as you bought it, even before they take it to the bloody post office to post.
Find a tracking number, you put it into your postal app, and it says, this number is,
It usually says, "We are awaiting your parcel."
yeah.
Yeah, you
Something-
can do a tracking number before they actually have it, but that's if the person actually has that set
That's
up
because
where
the
they
tracking
can.
number was generated, but the package hasn't been received or.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the 2
They'll
items I
tell
got
you that.
confirmation on was the cleaner for my carpet and the Furminator brush I bought for the dog.
Yeah, it'll tell you that too. It'll say package awaiting for carrier. And you know, Edward was giving me crap about eating Snickers with a fork and knife, but look at him using big words in the chat. Affluent neighborhoods. You know.
The Furminator, the brush. My son has one of those for I don't know what's the name, Libby.
Or as private
Libby.
parts?
It's for Libby, the other dog he's got.
Oh, it's
And you
for a
ought to
dog. I thought that was a
you ought to
private park
see
thing.
Libby is Luna. Libby was my brother's dog. Luna, but you ought to see the amount of hair that came off this dog with this
Huh?
brush.
Mm,
Why?
And
affluent.
that's for
Affluent
undercoat.
just
Another
being
shirt, 'cause I don't
wealthy.
want my
And it,
Because they got so much
Brenda
hair on
wants
them,
to
I want to
know-
get it off.
Joe, Brenda's got a question for you. She wanted to know, did you get the DJI 527 model?
No. I ordered the one before they put that 527 model out. And I got the and I can't cancel it. It's already processed. I'm just
Nah.
waiting for them to ship it. But I would have bought the 527 to get the solar panel. You know, it would have been worth the extra $100.
Brenda's getting the solar panel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would have bought.
they ain't shipped it yet because Joe's card was declined.
Yeah.
That shit went through. Don't worry about that. The bitch went through.
Hey, sorry,
So I
name
wish
on
they
it.
let me
Bank account
cancel it.
Here we go again.
Now Amazon won't cancel it. That's the thing. They said it's already been processed through DJI.
well, get
You know,
into
so
a credit card company and say you didn't order it.
what's going to happen if I get it in and tell them I don't want it, send it back? You know,
Mm.
Hmm.
then the sale will be over anyway. I don't want to order the one with. I don't want to order the 527
Edward
because they have a problem with it. You know.
said I'm typing this while I'm holding my pinky up.
Yeah.
He said affluent.
Uh,
I'm just saying, dude, if you're gonna be in a house that nice with that much expensive shit in it, like why you don't have some kind of arm? Because most of them
Security.
have gates around them and shit. You should have armed security running around in there.
Mm.
At least a couple guys that roam the outskirts of your walls and shit. You know, maybe one sitting in a room somewhere that's watching cameras all day. You know,
Mm.
that's crazy.
Now
how
I am
stuff
looking
gets
at
done.
this. I might get this. I'm really
Oh.
thinking.
Oh, dude, Ninja makes some good shit too.
oh,
That's
What I
not a
Ninja.
bad
like.
price.
What I like
you-
is this. What
That's not a bad price at all.
I like that right there. Like I cook my
Ninja.
eggs and sausage on that.
Everybody
How big is it?
you're over here.
14 by 15 by 6.
Oh,
it's
okay.
not that big.
It's not that big. Normally 139. It's on sale for 79.
14. That'd be what?
What, 14 inches?
About
Eh,
40.
It's 350.
Okay.
So 35 centimeters.
Yeah. Okay.
And I got the perfect place to put it.
14. Yeah, because it's closer to 15. 14.72. Yeah.
Mm.
Is what? 15 centimeters. 15
Well-
is
No, 6 inches is 15 centimeters.
15 centimeters.
Yeah, that's what she said.
15 inch would be 305.
Yeah.
14's 350.
Yeah.
So I do better measuring the centimeters, right? It sound better.
Yeah. Sound better in centimeters.
Well, no, that's millimeters. It's 35 centimeters or 350 millimeters.
There you got a point.
Yeah,
Sam-
Edward, it would almost be more dangerous trying to rob a house in my neighborhood. On Richard,
Probably would.
Oh, dude, you go down my street, you'd be on 100 cameras within 10 houses, and then you'd probably have 4 or 5 pissed off neighbors coming out all armed to the teeth to try breaking into a neighbor's house. Yeah, like a little mini militia coming out of the neighborhood.
It
Yes.
just gives you an idea of the size. This gives you an idea of the size of it. That's
Okay.
good for one. That's good for me.
Yeah. Because that's what 15. It was what 15 wide.
Yeah.
So it's
Probably
35.
15, 14, and 6 high.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd
So
be good for me. That gives you an idea.
It's just
Okay.
shy of
Ooh,
Big.
look at that.
Is it on sale?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
on sale for 79, $80.
okay, don't sit here and go back and forth the next 3 days. I want to get it. I'm not going to get it. Because then you're going to do that shit. And then tomorrow it's going to be like 120. And then you're going to be like, I should have got it.
Yeah,
I
right,
didn't need
right.
it. That means I didn't need it. That's what it means.
Ugh.
It's Black Friday.
But you always end up getting it though. You did that
See,
with the
I have an
printer.
air fryer that's giving me problems I want to get rid of. So that will go right where that air fryer is at. It keeps giving me a short code on it.
Dude, you
And
don't have to
sometimes it works,
convince us.
sometimes it gives me the code.
You don't have to
Yeah.
convince us for you buying a new griddle.
Yeah. And
I'd use
Ninja,
it every day.
get on Ninja because they're the best at the moment.
I mean, if you're gonna use it every day, dude, I wouldn't even think about it. If you can afford it, get it.
Well, you remember I bought that Blackstone, but it was too big.
Right.
It wouldn't fit, so I brought it back. And the Blackstone was $247.
Oh, and that
I'm thinking I'm
Blackstone's
getting a
something
deal for
I
79.
well, that Blackstone's something I could have used to cook a dinner for 5 or breakfast for 5 people, right?
Oh yeah.
Like that was a lot bigger. That's definitely a good size for like 1 or 2 people to make
Yeah.
I could.
food.
I like
All right.
this thing got my attention right here. What?
Maybe a second occasionally.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, honest.
I've got the George Foreman that has the griddle
Look at
Yeah.
well
Good.
next to it.
Foreman at the moment in Australia is on special.
I mean,
that. That's
honestly,
enough for me and the
Joe.
girl across the hall. Look.
Honestly, Joe, if it's on sale and it's a good deal and you know you're
Yep.
gonna use it, you might as well just go ahead and get it.
Look at that. Well, I'll get that girl across the hall and make that, and she think I'm a good cook.
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
not
I am
even
a good
lying.
cook.
That asparagus looks delicious.
Yeah.
Look at that, boy.
There's only one
Okay.
thing.
New York strips.
500 Fahrenheit.
There's only one thing
ribeyes on it. One of them. There's ribeyes.
to do that I don't like, and
Strips.
that's the pan set,
300.
because the pan set is not made out of steel, out of iron. It's not.
Mm.
Can't use
He's
it
got
on
a
the.
14-inch grill.
If it's 500 degrees, that's what, 260 Celsius, 250?
Yeah. No, it's 500 Fahrenheit, which is probably about 280.
Hold on,
Just
let me
up-
look.
My air
You
fryer
want-
goes 200 centigrade, which I think is 450 Fahrenheit.
Oh shit, I know Celsius better than Dominic does. 260.
Ah,
Uh,
I said it'd between 260 and 280. I just
Oh yeah, I didn't hear the 260 before that.
I said 260 roughly.
No, it's not. It's not. I mean, like I said, Joe, if you're planning on actually using that every day, shit, I'd get it.
oh, I probably would. Let's go
'Cause
measure
that's something you
real
don't-
quick.
Because honestly, that's something you don't even have to question. Like, will I use it? Won't I use it?
Yeah, I'm going to measure the area real quick.
That's
Make sure.
anything that I do is usually 250C
All right.
grill.
Now that
I don't-
Joe's gone, what's the pool on how many times he's going to order and cancel?
Yeah,
David the Grinch is here.
yes, the Grinch.
Good evening.
Good
What's up,
evening.
David?
Evening. I won't put the good in front of it, but evening.
Yeah.
I gotta see if
Good idea.
Amanda's live yet. I told her I'd come by.
Ed says to push the buy button, Joe. Push the buy button.
Say, yeah,
Like I
Yeah.
said, before Joe gets back, we're taking a pool of how many times he's going to order and cancel it before he actually orders and buys it. And we
I can
also
hear
have
y'all.
side bets on how many times will that price rise, and you guys can take bets on that
Well,
as well.
he's got a personal contact at Amazon.
So am I, but don't mean that out. They're out.
I didn't help him with that $40 coupon. I told him and shit they could do for him.
Mm.
On TikTok.
Yeah, the place I want to put is 19 by 15 inches. So it fit right, it fit perfect. And it's high, and when they open it up, it doesn't hit the cabinets, like I said.
Mm.
So I can put it right there, get rid of the other air fryer over here that's giving me problems, and then bring this one over. And I still have that second air fryer when I need it, you know?
Mm.
But you said the other one has a short circuit or something.
The big one has a short. It works sometimes, and sometimes you'll be in the middle of cooking and it shorts. You got to start all over again. And you got to see where you're at. Hopefully you can figure it out.
What we got? 9 degrees feels like 3.
Oh, okay.
Guess what I'm having for dinner, Joe?
What?
Cube steak with rice, gravy, and onions,
Nice.
and buttery corn.
Cube steak.
Well, I got pork chops in there. I was going to fry tonight. And they have pork chops with green beans. And I didn't know what I was going to put with it other than that. Maybe like tater tots or something, just to give
What
something
was
else
that?
different.
What was that little English scoff I just heard from Mark? It's cube steak. Ugh.
Diced.
Yeah, it's not.
Diced steak.
Yeah.
Cube rubbish.
Hi, Brian.
Brian.
Edward.
Okay. I have
Shall we go for Tom Cobley? Jody.
17 degrees, 17.3 Celsius, feels like 18.7. So
Oh,
what
we
the
never
fi-
get it feeling warmer than it is.
yeah. Feels like it's usually under. Now it feels like it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real nasty. It's actually it's like a foggy mist. It's a humid, foggy mist.
Stephen King.
Yep.
Watch out for pirate ships.
Well, thankfully we're during the day at the moment. There's no sunlight, but it's during the day. It's a very dark and misty day. Even though it is 10 a.m. Mm.
Brian said he should get one of them. He can plug it into his power station.
Why not? Yeah.
I mean, that's actually not a bad deal because Ninja stuff usually is pretty expensive, and they make some good shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's really big here at the moment.
Like their machines are getting me. I have noticed are getting me more expensive every time, but they're really good though. Like the reviews I see on some of these Ninja machines are they're amazing.
Hey, Joe, that one you just posted, that short, is that with the Neo?
I got to look. Got to see which one it is. Hold on.
The one you just posted, the going away from you.
Landing in my drone in the high winds. Oh, the one, it's a droning?
Yeah,
Mavic 3.
oh, that's Mavic 3. Okay.
I was about to say
Yeah,
I
it
don't
says-
narrow down, Paul. He posts a lot of droney ones.
Hey, I get views. I get 300 or 400 views on them. It adds up to a million. You know?
Well, you started talking about you were getting towards 1 million views.
Yeah, I
Gone
get it.
over.
I went and looked. I got 1,600,000, almost 700,000 views.
There you go.
I'm at 1.6, 1,616,000, something like that.
Because I
What you're saying is-
never knew that you could look that up.
You can.
You can.
Yeah, you can go to anybody's page and go to the about section on their page. It tells you how many views
Yeah.
they got.
I've got a magnificent 18,309.
Yeah, I'm falling behind.
I told Matt you were part of the Mill Club too, Joe. He said apparently his phone call to YouTube worked.
Well, now, meal in Latin means 1,000.
Mm.
Oh, for fuck's sake, with the Latin shit again.
Well, why do you think they call it a millimeter? Because there's 1,000 of them in a meter.
I'll be like, hey, did you see that lesbian chick? And Mark will be like, in Latin, lesbian means small car.
Actually, it's Greek and it's an island.
Lesbos.
Yeah.
So that means anybody that comes from there is that.
Yeah, he's a lesbian. Yeah.
Yeah.
So your dogs like red cabbage.
Yep.
That's new on me.
My dog loves coleslaw. But is it just boiled red cabbage or is it pickled red cabbage?
Just regular red cabbage, raw.
Or get pickled red cabbage. That is lovely, especially with a stew.
Yeah, but I'm talking about for the dogs, just to give them straight.
Yeah, because you don't want the vinegar or spices on it. You just want the red cabbage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got a takeaway the other day and they sent me this big pile of coleslaw with these jerk chicken. And I'm not a lover of coleslaw, so the dog ate it. I had the chicken, the dog had the coleslaw.
Oh.
My dinner was good.
What's that, Justin?
The dinner was good.
Oh, nice.
Joe, what'd you have for dinner? You didn't get it yet.
Haven't made it yet. I'm
Wait,
trying to
the
decide
first
whether I'm
grill.
gonna do the pork chops or not.
Wait for
Wow.
that grill to get there.
Oh yeah, he's got to wait to get the grill.
Yeah.
I think you should get it though, seriously. Because that's like something you don't really have to sit there and debate whether am I going to use it, am I going to get use out of it. I mean, you're obviously going to use it every day, so it's
You got a place
kind of
for
a-
it. Yep.
yeah, it's kind of a no-brainer to be honest. I mean, I'd understand you like being apprehensive on like the power station and shit.
Yeah, but it's another one of these things where I want it, but I don't need it.
Yeah, but you'll get your money's worth out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I've got too many things in the kitchen, really. I don't use half of them.
Well, see, I don't like buying appliances that are for one specific thing.
Hmm.
Like, I don't like buying, well, obviously a toaster, but I'm saying I don't like buying like a grilled cheese maker or a quesadilla maker, stupid shit like that, because I can do all that in the pan. And it
Yeah.
just takes up a lot of excess space, you know?
Toasters, you can toast all sorts of things in toasters.
Hmm.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I obviously, I'm saying not that kind of appliance, but I'm saying like ones that are specifically for one item, doing a grilled cheese or shit like that. To me, it's a waste of money and it's a waste of space, you know?
Mm.
Sorry about that. What did I miss?
I would rather just use a pan for that. But something like what Joe was looking at, shit, I'd use the hell out of that.
Mm. Joe's ordering in the middle.
Not yet. Haven't done
All
it
right,
yet.
guys.
Go
I'm
ahead.
jumping off. I'll catch y'all later.
That's the latest.
Okay, Joe. Justin, you have a
Yeah.
good one.
How'd you mix me up with Joe?
Close enough.
I was trying to thinking about Joe buying that grill.
I was just thinking about the grill. He was like, grill. All right.
Grill.
See you later.
Okay, Justin.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Waypoint. Buy it, you can cancel it later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I used my George Foreman grill a lot when I got it.
Yeah, I got one of those too, and I used to use it, and I haven't used it in years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a Foreman grill too up there. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
I haven't used it. I got to take it down and everything else. That's the whole problem. Whereas I give the Foreman grill to my son. He could use it at his apartment. He'd gladly take it, you know?
Yeah.
I've got a slow cooker, a pressure cooker.
I got the slow
Right.
cooker going right now with smoked sausage and onions, green peppers, and celery, and some seasoning. And once it all cooks down a little bit, I'm gonna do the red beans overnight.
Uh-huh. A rice cooker.
Hey,
I
Brenda.
got a bread machine in there that I don't use.
Yeah, I've got a bread machine, an ice cream machine, a waffle maker, a panini maker, toasted sandwich maker.
No, well, for me, a toasted sandwich maker is the panini maker.
Well, I can as well because my toasted sandwich maker's got, I think, 4 or 5 different plates that you can swap.
And you can swap the angle.
Yeah.
And
And then-
also, well, you can swap the angle and you can actually change the temperature as well.
Yeah. This one you can bake cupcakes in it. It's got a little cupcake mold thing.
Have you got a
Okay.
pie maker?
Hey? A
You got
pie
a
maker?
pie maker?
No. I've got a what's it? A NutriBullet. They're brilliant. What else? Oh, little induction hob. Obviously, the food processor.
Yeah.
You got the pasty maker and the pie maker.
I've got a panini maker.
Yeah, pie maker's different over here then. Pie maker and a panini maker, two different things here.
Donald's back from the Dune buggy ride.
Yeah. In one piece, hopefully.
Another good win for Detroit tonight, Paul.
What's that?
Another good win for Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit did really well.
Did Kansas City play today?
Yeah, they got it. Is it the Hail Mary where they kick it at the last second and score
Oh, okay.
and won?
Another rig game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The Hail
seemed that
Mary
way.
from a rugby kick where you booted it down the field and just hoped that one of your players could get underneath it.
No, that weren't that then. He had what it might have been.
Yeah.
He got underneath it, got the touchdown, and then won it with the last kick of the game.
I mean, in American football, that would be a punt.
Yeah.
I got off what Sky said it was. They said they won it with a Hail Mary, so whatever that is.
Yeah, that basically what happens is you go you throw, and if you just happen to be in the right spot, but the Hail Mary means that you're throwing it from 50, maybe 60 yards.
Yeah, it's a miracle that you can actually catch it.
Yeah.
So you sit there and you say a Hail Mary that somebody catches it.
In the end zone.
Yeah, let me see what the Kansas score was.
30-27 over
Yeah.
Carolina. Because it was 24-6 Detroit over Indiana.
Yeah, no.
Indiana. Indianapolis, Indiana, whatever.
Well, while we're
Always hard
talking
to get.
about sports, can I just congratulate Liverpool on winning the title?
Yes.
Oh, they win again.
They did.
Well, it only puts
Good.
them, 8 points in front.
9, isn't it?
No, I think it's an odd number, but an even number, because City have a draw on the. I think it's 3 losses and a draw or something.
Man City have won 7, drawn 2, lost 3.
Well, that would
Yeah.
make
It is 8 points.
Liverpool have won all theirs, haven't they?
No, 1-10, drawn 1, lost 1.
So there's one difference in the draws. So yeah,
Yeah, it's 8 points.
Yeah.
How's your other team doing, Blackpool?
Huh.
Who
Uh,
cares?
31-23.
they
They're
got
going to be relegated, Paul, so that's all that matters. They're trying everything to get relegated.
Well, you said that you got Blackpool t-shirts and everything.
Over my dead body.
Yeah. That's the idea.
Yeah, they drape it over your dead body.
Tell you what, anybody even tries that over my dead body, right? I'll be back and I'll haunt them for life. In fact, when you're dead, I'll haunt your ghost.
Huh.
Well, that's a point. Did this statement come out? All the Preston fan groups are getting together to try and oust Pizza Ridsdale.
Yeah.
Get rid of that corrupt fucker. Shouldn't be allowed in football anytime anyway.
What, see the chairman or someone?
Yeah.
Randy says, evening, all back in town, about to return the rental car and get ready to go to
Alright.
work tomorrow.
Yep.
Random.
No, you've not released it yet.
Well, I've started watching Tulsa King. I think I'm on episode 4.
Yeah, season 2 or season 1.
Don took his
Oh, the
mud
first-
buggy, his little dune buggy
Buggy.
for a ride.
Okay.
Yep.
I've just got to the point where they've kidnapped the barman.
Oh, okay. A lot to go yet.
Oh yeah, a lot to go.
Bloody birds. I'm debating whether to build myself my own office.
Why not?
It means half in the living room.
What you need council's permission for that?
I can piss off.
Tomorrow in Port Huron.
No, because it'll be a stud wall.
49 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 36
Just means I have to take it out when I leave.
Yeah. I've got me. We bought a carpet for Kate's flat because it didn't come with the carpets.
No, they haven't been council properties.
We bought it from a house where they were having to give it back to the council because the owner had died. They've got to take the carpets out. You can't leave the carpets in.
No.
You've got
There's
to literally empty it.
yes, there's a campaign to get the carpets left in like they would in a private rented.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the people in the council homes can't afford carpet. You know,
Yeah.
that's your biggest expense when you take a council place. Before you even move in, you've got to spend like 400 or 500 quid on carpet.
Yeah.
Although I got a good deal. I
And
watched,
if you're actually moving from one place to another, the odds are the room's not going to be the same shape for you to put that carpet back in again.
exactly. Well, when I moved into this place, we was at the carpet shop looking at the what they call remnants, you know, the rolled up cut-offs, leftovers. And this guy was cutting this carpet and he went, "Oh crap, I've cut it 2 centimeters, too bloody small." Yeah. And I went, "What's the measurements?" When he gave me the measurements, I was like, "Oh, it's your lucky day. That's perfect size for my living room."
How much what are you giving me?
Yeah, he gave me 70% off, and the on was he said, "You must be at home to take it in when I deliver it." And I was like, "Sure, we'll be home in an hour." And he went, "No. You need to be home sooner than that." He had to bloody roll it back up, put it in his van, and deliver it. Yeah, and he still fucking beat us here. Yeah, he got here. He was putting it on the balcony for us.
You should have said to him, "Well, I've got to catch the bus, so if you want me at my
No,
flat,
we was in a car.
right." I was just going to say, if you'd have been on the bus, I'd have said, "Well, if you want me at the house when you get there, you better give us a lift."
No, we was in a car, but we travelled at the speed limit. He went at fucking light speed. Yeah, it was quite good as well because when he put it over the balcony, he said, "I've got another cut off for you if you want it for another room." And he said that somebody had ordered it and cancelled the order, so got that chucked in and it fitted the bedroom. Had to do a bit of jigsawing, but it was
Yeah.
enough to do the bedroom.
Yeah, we had to do that with Kate's. It was wide enough to fit the room, except for in the window bay area.
Yeah. Well, when
We just had to cut a little.
we went to this carpet shop again last week for Laura's dad's bedroom, and I asked Laura to measure it. Unfortunately, Laura reading tape measures is a bad idea, as I can remember when I got to the shop.
Yeah,
Yeah. So when he delivered it, I don't know how she managed it because she completely botched up the measurements. Yeah, but because we asked for 10 centimeters over, to
yeah,
push
to
into
cut.
the corners.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to cover any little like curves and shit like that. Put it down and it fitted perfect. It was like he'd come and cut it. Couldn't have been any better. The only bit I had to cut was when it went into the cupboard. Get it round the door frame.
Yeah. I mean, mine's mostly rectangular, except for the chimney and the fireplace.
That's
In the-
the good thing about this place. Everything's rectangle apart from the hallway.
Yeah, in the middle of one wall and the bay at the end of it at the front.
Yeah, there's no bays in this place. Apart from the hallways are like an L shape.
Well, yeah, because of the stairs. Oh, you don't have stairs.
No, we don't have stairs. Not that I've seen anyway.
I put wood, laminate flooring down in my hallway.
Yeah, you can in a house. You can't in a council property.
Yeah.
Well, you're not supposed to. Tell that to our neighbours upstairs.
I've only got laminate flooring in my hallway and my kitchen and my conservatory. Everywhere else is carpeted.
Yeah, we've got
Oh,
carpet,
Sorry, the bathroom's laminate floor too.
carpet bedroom, carpet living room, cushioned flooring, or shall I say, laminate flooring. Not the panels, the old lino.
Yeah.
And the bathroom and the kitchen have got the special stuff the council put down.
Oh, so the bathroom's a wet room.
Yeah. Because I could have a seizure and drown in a bath.
Yeah.
I'm 5'9". The chance of me drowning in a bath, with my fat belly, is never going to happen. Yeah. However, if I have a seizure while stood up in the shower, I could fall and clunk myself on the toilet like I've done a few times, or on the sink. No.
Yeah, Kate's has got a wet room. It's just one massive shower in it, really, with a sink and a toilet.
Yeah.
But the toilet remote control.
The toilet's remote control.
Yeah, it's got a remote control on it for turning the bidet on and off, flushing it. In fact, it's got an automatic flush. As soon as you stand up off and take the pressure off the toilet seat. It flushes.
Oh, screw that.
Uh,
Sometimes I sit on the toilet to put my shoes on.
Yeah, I can understand that. Hmm.
It's going to cost me £100 to build this office if I build it.
I can't do that. All my shoes are downstairs.
My toilet's downstairs. So is the shower.
Yeah, no, well, mine isn't. My toilet's upstairs. And I've got a toilet, a shower, and a bath.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well.
And a sink.
Yeah, good question there, Waypoint. Don't know how I ended up on toilets and bathrooms from a building this.
Exactly. A good,
It
it's a
was-
good discussion to have,
It
though.
went from office to carpets, back to office to bathrooms.
The lino and flooring. Yeah.
Yeah, back to the office.
Because the office needs a toilet.
Yeah, that's a point. If you make the seat in front of the desk a toilet, then you don't even need to get up to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
You know how uncomfortable that would be. You ever been on the toilet when you got the crappers and your
legs,
ass goes numb and your legs go?
your legs go dead.
Yeah.
uh,
Can't imagine doing that.
Before my eyesight went, that was my favourite place to go and read on the toilet. I'd take a book with me. That was dangerous. I could be in there for hours. I used to read everywhere. On the bus on the way to school, I used to read. On the bus on the way to work,
It's back to you. You broke it. You broke the bell off the toy again.
dude, that onion and the sausage starting to smell good. I might just go get me some of that.
I got myself a takeout today. I got a whole peri-peri chicken
Oh,
with chips and a can of Rubicon for £11.
Just want to
Yes.
say, Mark, I think we'd be more shocked if you actually said I'd use some of that kitchen equipment and made myself a meal.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
You're
Then I
like Sheldon Cooper and Leonard, always having takeouts.
I got a stir fry. Well, it said it was stir fry. Doner meat, chicken,
Jesus Christ.
and sliced
I'll have one off all the menu, please.
yeah.
steak with chips, fully loaded. So chili and onions and peppers and stuff like that. And because I ordered more than £20, I got a free spicy chicken tender wrap as well.
Oh, nice. Well scored.
Oh,
But I only ate the stir fried doner chicken and steak today. The full chicken's gone in the fridge for cooking tomorrow.
Oh, no.
yeah, he's going to have to cook it for breakfast because takeouts for tea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I've got I've got the wrap for breakfast.
Oh, good.
There was that BBC program of I Got News for You.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a girl on there. She was addicted to Costa Coffee, so she contacted Just Eat to get herself banned from the website, which they
Yeah.
did. They banned her, and they said, "Well, why'd you do that?" They went, "Because I lived across the road from Costa Coffee, and it was just easy to go and Just Eat and order it and have it delivered." That's just sheer laziness.
Mm.
But that Angus Dayton, or was that
No, it was a woman, a youngish woman as well.
it was what took over from her. Shit, what's she called?
I don't know. It's one of the. She's not a regular on there.
Oh, they have lots of different guest ones now, don't they?
Yeah. No, I've got news for you. It's normally Liam. No, it's not. I've got news for you, is it?
That's sweet. No, QI.
Oh, would I lie to you? Not what
Yeah,
I
just
Oh,
what I
right.
lied to.
Would
Yes,
I-
would I lie with you? With Lee Mack and
Yeah.
David Mellor and what's his name? That Welsh.
Yeah. No, it's gone.
Yeah, the guy that is out of what? Gavin and Stacey. Rob.
No. His name.
Isn't it Rob somebody?
Or
Play-
Rob.
He plays Uncle Bryn in Gavin and Stacey.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
Rob.
Just gone out of my head.
Yeah, I can't think of his surname. Rob something. Rob Brydon.
That's it.
it. Yeah. Because it was him and what was the other? Fucking can't remember the other guy's name either. But yeah, because they did a documentary tour. Rob Brydon and what was the other guy's name? Can't even think of
Oh,
that
you're
too.
on about.
Moment. Yeah.
They did that. Yeah,
They've
they
got-
did that tour, didn't they?
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
got a series out.
Yeah. I must say, very enjoyable.
Yeah, no, I can't remember what he's called.
I go cook that pork chop, have pork chops tonight.
Hmm.
Or I can wait and cook in the morning, have them with the red beans and rice.
Well, if the pork chop isn't frozen, it only takes 15 minutes to cook.
Oh yeah, it was frozen. It's not frozen anymore.
Yeah. I love pork chops.
Yeah, I'm hungry, but I'm not hungry. That's my problem. I didn't eat. I didn't eat till about 11 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, I had my breakfast at about 12 o'clock. Lunch.
Yeah, I had grits and 3 eggs and 3 stag.
Yeah. Did you guys see that we nearly had a
Or Weetabix.
world-ending event in America?
Oh no.
Wow.
Yeah, this could have caused serious devastation right across the world.
What is it?
The Coca-Cola had just managed to miss the Mentos.
Wow.
Sorry.
That would have been a problem.
That would really been
It's fun putting Mentos into Coca-Cola.
yeah.
It's like putting Alka Seltzer in it.
Mm.
Yeah, but you've got to get that lid on quick.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul, did you hear anything about France authorizing Ukraine to use their Scout missiles against
Yes.
Russia?
Yes.
Okay, that's World War III, I guarantee.
Well, not only France, but also Sweden and
It's,
Germany.
France is getting too bloody close to the UK.
Somebody said today, I heard it and I didn't pay attention to who said it, that we're already at World War III.
I mean,
It's
Sweden's
just
across the
not
water.
showing it yet.
Stop.
And my Marine Corps son talked to him today. And I said, you heard about this? He said, yeah, I heard about it. He
Mm,
said, just in time. He goes, just in time for me going to my deployment.
Mhm.
Because that means he'll be gone for instead of not 6 months, maybe a year, you know. But he said this. He says,
What about
Is
one
it-
of your new senators? Yeah, he's not even got his job yet. Threatening the UK with sanctions if we do not back down on the ICC and the arrest warrant.
Mm.
oh, I didn't know that. I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
I'll hear it. I haven't been watching the news of it.
but
which
like the UK government said, we have to respect the ICC because we were one of the countries that set it up.
Wow.
Right? Whether we agree with what they're doing or not is another matter. But at the end of the day, if there's an arrest warrant out for the ICC, the UK have to act. But it's not
Wow.
like Benjamin Netanyahu is going to, who's causing all these issues in Israel to avoid going to jail in Israel because they know they're going to go for him after this war anyway, right?
Wow.
He's not exactly going to get up and come to the UK, is he?
Nope.
He's better off staying where he is.
So my son, when I told him that, he says, yeah, I heard about that. And he said, Jay, just in time for my deployment, like that. Then he says, well, one good thing out of it, he said, my left chest area will be stacked with ribbons. He said, all of a sudden I'll just stack up when they start doing that. Because they'll get every conflict, they'll get a ribbon for.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on that. I don't think there's going to be much conflict.
he doesn't
I'm
want to
hoping, let's put it this way. I'm hoping he'll be able to wear them later. You know what I mean?
he doesn't want a Purple Heart.
I don't know. What do you think, David, about the fact that Vladimir Putin said that the first nuclear launch will be against Great Britain?
That's what we expect. But don't worry, I've got the bread ready. I'll have my toast before I go. Beans on toast.
He'll be fucking sorry, I'll tell you. He doesn't know where our Trident missiles, submarines are at all.
Mm.
We don't know where our Trident submarines are.
Yeah, we do. They're in the scrapyard.
They keep
We decommissioned.
that's what my cousin used to be on. They keep total silence. Nobody knows where the fuck they are.
All I'm telling you is that if he fires one, because when he fired that missile off the other day, the United States got word on the missile as soon as they launched, and we checked them quick to make sure they weren't nuclear.
They had United Nations knew before he was going to launch them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is this: once he presses a button and they come off, if they're nuclear, he's going to be smacked with 80, 90 of them. It's going to be straight retaliation.
But the only problem is, will Trump attack Russia if he's in office? Or will he just stay around and say, not my problem?
Let me put it to you this way. If World War III is going to start, it's going to happen before he gets in office. Because once he walks into office, everything's going to shut down. I guarantee it.
Well, and that's why Biden and everything is doing all this shit. He wants
Yeah,
to
Biden's releasing everything, they're trying to find a way to keep Trump either out of office or screw him up.
Now, this is not Biden doing all this. This is those
Biden
people in
started
the
it.
background. Yeah. Biden hasn't got the freaking capability to even understand
Well,
what
yeah, he's right. It's not Biden, but it's his administration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My issue is, our government right?
You got a
are
point
not-
there, Donald. You got a
They
point.
are not siding with Trump at the moment in things. I mean, yeah, we're congratulating on his win, and we're talking about ties, but Trump doesn't want us to have closer ties with Europe, and our government are saying, "Sod off, we're having closer ties with Europe." So it's
We're going to be getting the old song "I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas" back for the rest of this month. Now, the only trouble is that White Christmas is going to be nuclear ash.
Yeah.
the question is, do we know where our missile defense system is, and do we know how good it is? Yeah. If he launched a nuclear missile, how quick can we take it down?
That's the point.
Trouble is, we're closer than America.
No, we're not.
It doesn't take us long to get here.
Nah.
We haven't been polling.
You're forgetting one slight issue. If Russia was going to strike America, they will go to the other side of the country. They're not going to come this side of the country. They're going to go the other side where they're very, very close.
Well, they're close to Alaska, like next to it.
Either way, it's not gonna be nice.
Mm.
It'd be interesting to see what happens if one of these missiles actually hits Putin and wipes him out. Then what?
It'd be like Saddam, the cruise missile going in through his office window.
Mhm.
What, and catching him? Is that Hot Shots where he drops the bomb and Saddam Hussein catches it?
Yeah.
The problem is you're gonna have to start on two fronts right off the bat. As soon as Putin decides to do it, China's going into Taiwan.
Nah. You see, there's another thing going on here as well. Everybody's talking about being anti-China, yeah, but Europe and UK are getting closer ties with China.
We've got far too many Chinese restaurants and takeaways to risk.
Yeah,
Yeah, point.
exactly. Yeah,
No,
we need closer
are.
ties with them because of their food.
No,
Yeah.
I'm being serious. We're getting closer and closer with China because China are not. They're not poking any bears yet.
Yeah, now America aren't letting any Chinese stuff in. They've got to find somewhere else to sell it.
Yeah, sell it
Yeah,
down
but-
here.
Yeah.
I'll take them all.
Be interesting to see what happens. Could be a whole new world order, isn't it? Russia and America versus the rest of us.
That'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
Not really. Not for us. We're in the
Oh, I
middle.
know that, but it's still an interesting concept, though. So that means that UK and Australia go up against China and it could be China, Australia, and the UK up against Russia and the US. That'd be interesting.
Mm.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to call it.
Okay.
No, just really interesting.
Yeah.
Just as we're getting into world politics.
Yeah.
Just as it was heat. Just as it was heat.
World politics according to the Grinch.
Yes.
Have you noticed we're talking calmly about it because Justin isn't here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. Hey, thanks for being
Yeah,
able to
see you all
show
tomorrow,
again
guys.
in the morning.
No worries.
Bye
Okay.
Bye-bye.
for now.
Bye,
Good.
Joe,
Right.
David,
Later.
Dominic.